I'm out.
Because therapy and medication have failed to help Caitlin, one last option remains open to her, one that might surprise many people. Most of us know it as electric shock treatment, but it's actually called electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT. For 70 years, ECT has been used to treat severe cases of depression that haven't responded to psychotherapy or medication. As movies like One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest remind us, ECT was once a primitive and painful procedure, but technological advances have made it far less traumatic and virtually pain-free. ECT is a highly effective treatment for depression, but no one really understands why. Do we know if ECT is more effective than the antidepressants in causing the neurogenesis? Ronald Duman's studies might offer a clue. Working with rats, he's found that ECT is even more effective than antidepressants in stimulating cell growth. Tell me what I'm looking at. They're beautiful, but they're more significant than that.
Here we're showing that the cells that give rise to new neurons are actually increased in number by electroconvulsive therapy.
This is really quite amazing. There's just a lot more of these blue cells on this side than on that side.
The example that we're showing here is the effect of chronic electroconvulsive therapy, that ECT leads to a very dramatic increase in numbers of new neurons, much greater than what we see with antidepressant treatment, with a chemical antidepressant treatment.
Although experiments with rats can't necessarily be generalized to human beings, these results do offer an intriguing insight into how ECT might work and why. In the early morning hours of July 7th, Tricia drives Caitlin to the hospital for her first round of treatment with ECT.
All right. Shape your pillow. Caitlin herself was the one who made the decision that the life that she was leading was not how she wanted to be. So I was taking a cue from Caitlin. I remember her screaming at one point, "You don't understand how horrible it is to be caught in this brain of mine, this brain that doesn't work. And you'll never know how awful this is. And I want you to fix this." She would strike out at me at unexpected times. Nothing I could do was good enough for her. But I knew in my heart that she's such a sweet, thoughtful kid, and she had told me how much she loved me at one point in her life, and points during this whole process that I knew that she really didn't mean it.
Welcome.
Hi, Brad.
How are you?
Good to see you again.
Nice to see you.
I was the one who said to the doctor, "What about ECT?" I just kept researching what kind of things help with depression. So I've kind of put it out there.
So how's your mood been? I take it your mood's been down?
Yeah, it's been down.
Do you have any periods in which you feel good? In which your mood feels good?
Not really, honestly. No.
We definitely had a lot of reservations because we knew that it was a serious process and procedure, but Caitlin was severely depressed.
And any thoughts of suicide?
Mm-mm.
And even to the point where you wish you were dead?
Sometimes.
Okay.
I just felt like nothing was going to stop us from getting to this solution here.
Do you understand this is treatment for depression beyond the meds?
Yeah.
You got some hope that this will work?
Yeah.
Dad's going to say goodbye, okay?
Just kidding. I'm gonna be around. See how with you.
Functioning is like a four-letter word to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good, you're functioning, but that's no way to live. And it's no way to continue going on. It's the worst thing in the world for me.
How you doing there?
The anesthesia team here taking care of you today. We're going to hook you up to some monitors here.
Can we do a timeout?
Yes.
Okay. Can you tell us what your name is, Caitlin? What are you having done today?
ECT.
Okay, all right. Everybody concur?
Concur.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so half.
Okay, turn your head toward me. Great.
ECT is perhaps one of the most misunderstood treatments for depression. I think many people view ECT with an eye toward One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, a sort of archaic, medieval treatment that they can't fathom anyone receiving. In point of fact, ECT is one of the treatments that turns around difficult depression more quickly than many other treatments. And for moderate to severe depression, frankly, is a treatment of choice, particularly if an individual has failed the traditional psychotherapeutics and pharmacological treatments. Most of the time, anesthesia is present, so the individual does not have any memory of the procedure itself. They will remember some of the preoperative procedures and often will remember waking up in the recovery room, but otherwise they have no memory of the event itself.
Okay, we're ready, guys. Let's go ahead.
Okay. Go ahead, please. Amit. Go ahead.
So she's still seizing right here. Are you okay if we take these? Yeah, that's good. Thank you. Thank you.
All right.
So she got the Zofran too?
She did get the Zofran 4.
Slowly waking up, probably with the extra.
All right, Kayla, and we're going to take you to recovery now.
The problem with letting depression linger is we know that there are subtle changes in the brain such that it's an illness that becomes harder to treat as you let it take its course, so to speak. The other major problem with depression, especially in young people, is that you lose years of that individual's life. Human beings change a great deal during adolescence. So while somebody is struggling with depression, they're unable to make the social gains, the intimacy gains, the academic gains that are so necessary when somebody is developing from an adolescent to a young adult. So it essentially robs people of years of their lives during a period that they're struggling with these internal symptoms.
Caitlin, you hear me? You're done. It's all over. It went really well. Yeah, it's all over there. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna just get a little sip. It's gonna be a little hard for me to do that. Take a sip. You don't have to sit up all the way. Okay. It's ginger ale. Is that right? You want water?
The doctors told Caitlin that the average course of ECT is 9 sessions. But the number of treatments Caitlin will have depends on how she responds.
Hi, it's Caitlin. I think treatment's going okay. I wish I could see a little more improvement. I saw a little bit, like last week, I saw a little bit of an improvement where, for the first time, I was really happy, and I was just happy, didn't have, anything going on. I was just happy, and I wish that would have stayed longer, not where I am right now.
Several weeks later, Caitlin's family is